Emily with Secrets of a Horse Whisperer, and today is day 2 with Oliver. So he's a new horse in training. We did have a session yesterday, and we're going to see what he remembers from yesterday. One thing I want to mention that I didn't get to include on the tape that I posted yesterday is that he was a lot different left to right. He was really dull on the left side of his body, and he was pretty sensitive on the right side of his body. This happens a lot. Because people lead horses from the left side, horses get pushier and stiffer and more dull on the left side. And on the right side, since we don't lead them from the right or get on them from the right, it's a little bit more of a blank slate. So I think that may be true again today. We'll see. So I'm just going to come in here and make sure that I can touch him everywhere. We did this yesterday, and I can. One thing that's important to practice, this might be a very good simple tip. Simple tip for the day is get good at adjusting the length of your rope, okay? You always want to be short enough that you can influence your horse. You see how easy that was for me to influence him? I didn't have to change very much to make a contact with him. But you don't want to hold them. This is a mistake that a lot of people make. They feel like they have to hold their horse, especially if they have a really wiggly horse. And that's actually the wrong thing to do for a wiggly horse. A wiggly horse is wiggly because they're either pushy in your space or they're insecure in their world. So you're not addressing either of those causes if you hold your horse. So get good at adjusting the length of your rope. I'm constantly adjusting my rope. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to tip my head. That's how I tell my horse to start. I'm going to tap the air. I'm going to tap his body, and when he responds, okay, that was just about perfect. He remembered that very, very well from yesterday. I never had to turn up my volume. I barely had to touch him. And now I'm going to come in here and do the other side. I'm just going to ignore that little wiggle right there. If you get all worried because your horse moved their feet a little bit, then what's going to happen is they're going to change the subject on you. What I mean by that is if he moves his feet and I go to try to stop his feet, now instead of the conversation being about him yielding his tail over, now the conversation is about me stopping him. So if you do that with your horse, they learn to change the subject on you. And this happens with people all the time. This is a really common mistake. Okay? Right. So he's ready. I'm going to do this 1 or 2 more times. Come on in. And then he's ready for the next step.